because they were going to read caps for sale. Told and illustrated by Esphyr Slobodkina. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like our ordinary peddler. Carrying his wares on his back, he carried them on top of his head. First he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and the very top, a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," he said, "and I'll walk out of town slowly so as not to upset his caps." He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for rest," thought he, and he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back a little by little against the tree trunk so not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up the hand to feel if they were straight. First on his own checked hat, the gray caps, the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. He felt his own cap checked. He felt his own checked hat. He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked back of him, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up the tree, and what do you think he saw? On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was gray or brown or blue or red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. You monkeys, he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps," but the monkeys only shook their finger back at him, said, "Tis, tis, tis." This made the peddler angry. He shook both of his hands at them, said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both of their hands back at him, said, "Tis, tis, tis." Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Zzz, zzz, zzz." But by this time, the peddler was very, very angry. He stamped both of his feet and he shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both of their feet back at him and said, "Tz, tz, tz." At the last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap and threw it on the ground and began to walk away. But Then each monkey pulled off his cap, and all the gray caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps, and came flying down out the tree. So the peddler picked his caps and he put them on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. And slowly he walked back to town calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." Guys, I hope you liked this video, and also remember to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit the thumbs up, and hit the little bell. Bye.